Hello and welcome to DC Figures and Collectibles. I am Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram, as well as Batman TAS Figs on YouTube. And I am joined by my co-host all the way across the pond. He's from Stoke-on-Trent, England. His name is Scott P, and you can find him on Instagram at the.batfan. How are you doing, Scott?
Hello, Tyler of at Batman Figs. Yes, I'm doing really good, thank you. Yeah. How are you doing?
Doing well. I'm actually quite pleased that I'm getting to talk to you. It feels like it's been a while since our last time.
Yeah.
I'm stoked that we're getting to do this, and it's actually getting close to the end of the year. It's getting close to our 1-year anniversary as a show. It's getting close to finally McFarlane releasing some DC-related property figures.
Yes, and, definitely.
I know I have a few figures I want to ask you about if you've seen later on, but first, let's talk about your last previous weekend theme with Lewis of the Bat Collector, and it was a team-up theme, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed. Yes, the team-up... hang on a minute. The team-up theme was the week before. This week, we've done the Super Family theme. The team-up theme was a blast. Yeah, the team-up theme was a blast, though. But the Super Family theme we did this week, and that was good fun. Yeah, taking pictures of Superman, Supergirl, Superboy, and a few shots as well. And yeah, some enemies from the Super Family to go with that, which was it was good fun. Did try to do some different pictures for a change. And,
not a big Lewis, but
Lewis did some magnificent pictures this weekend, so you got to check those out without the Bat Collector.
We could let's actually take a look at those in a second. You could actually go to Lewis's if you want.
Yes, absolutely.
Show off his. And this is where you started?
Absolutely, yeah. So we got in the Daily Planet with Livewire, and Lois Lane. I couldn't get two more classic characters from that.
And Livewire doesn't get enough love. I don't see her enough, even though her figure is actually pretty. Her figure is pretty brilliant.
It's one of the most accurate figures, I think. And Lois Lane is the exact same. She's a fantastic figure. Unbelievable sculpting they did on that figure.
Especially, I enjoy the fact that her head's easily removable so that you could use different animated bodies on different heads.
Yeah.
And then, from there, we have a very nice, and this looks like it could be in Southern California.
Yeah, weird as it was freezing cold and it just rained on that day.
What? No way.
I'm being genuinely serious. Yeah, it had just rained on that particular day, so I went outside and stood them on the edge of the field right by our house. You can see our next door neighbour's house on the left hand side of the screen, which I purposely left in to look like the Kent's house. Yeah. Purposely decided to leave that in, but and had to get Crypto in the theme somehow. Crypto had to appear in both of our themes actually. As you can see on this picture by Lewis, Crypto appears. It's good fun.
Now, which Crypto is that?
It's the DC Designer Series Crypto, and the name escapes me. Who made it? I can't remember the designer of it, but it's from that DC Designer Series, from a Supergirl figure.
Well, that's pretty cool that they have a Crypto figure. I wasn't even aware.
Crypto is fantastic, such a cool figure, and it fits in well with the animated series figures too, like the block colors.
With cape included. And then talk about another figure that doesn't get enough love. That Supergirl figure. She's pretty standout.
She's freaking amazing. That Supergirl figure is, absolutely fantastic. And that whole Girls' Night Out pack was just such a great release. And annoying, I suppose, that you have to buy 3 duplicate figures to get the 2 Superman animated series figures. But Supergirl is amazing. I would love to have seen them do a JLU Supergirl with the blue costume. But this one's more than good enough to substitute.
And then, with the Livewire and the Supergirl figures, they both have a very certain personality specific to them, and it kind of comes across in there.
Yeah.
this, I gotta say, is very nice, and it's something different, especially from you. You're not a big CW guy.
Yeah.
But you sit out the CW.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about especially that all black figure.
Yeah, the Dark Side Superman. So from Superman the Animated Series, the episode Legacy, where he is taken over by Darkseid and brainwashed into believing that he's Darkseid's son and he's got to serve him as his loyal knight. And that's what the figure's inspired from. It's inspired from that very series. So I wanted to definitely get that figure one day. Ahsoka the Geek, big thanks to him, because he was the one that showed me that this figure even existed. And it's not the only one that he's shown me that exists. I can assure you. But yeah, definitely wanted to do something a little different and not just do boring Superman portraits all weekend or Supergirl portraits, because that gets boring. So I decided to do something a little different and mix them all together. And I love that Supergirl figure. Such a fantastic figure, one of the best figures we've got out of that series easily. And Martian Manhunter's pretty cool as well. So I wanted to mix them all together.
And he comes with a great accessory, Mr. Manhunter.
Yes, got that multiverse Manhunter. Fantastic Dream Machine accessory.
And that is another thing. Big thanks to Ahsoka the Encyclopedia, which should be his real name. But I really enjoy the fact that not only do you have just Superman figures, but you have all these different kinds, like we talked about when you wore the waders into the river with that Superman. And it's always cool to see the different aces you have up your sleeve.
So I love doing Superman pictures. It's fun because he doesn't have to be all dark all the time like you do Batman pictures. So it's fun to do Superman ones.
And then this is a nostalgic dream picture right here. And it's like a full lineup. You got Brainiac, you got Lex, you got Darkseid, you got the Parademons, you have the Goon Squad. I don't remember that guy's name on the left.
Calibac and Darkseid with Mongol on the right hand side.
But yeah, I mean, even for figures that are from the 90s and 5 to 6 point articulation, you did a solid job making these look really good.
Cheers, man. Much appreciate that, because absolutely love these figures. And like you say, they're not articulated really in any particular way. They can move their heads, and that's probably about all you'll need them for. But they just look so damn beautiful, and I really wanted to get a picture of those two together. And again, it would have been boring to just do those two standing on a rooftop or something, so I decided to whack the villains in. The background is from Justice League animated episode called Twilight, which is one of my favourite ever. It's definitely in the top 4 of my favourite episodes ever. And yeah, I love that Lex figure as well. He's Lex in a suit, and then you can clip on all the armour bits to him that he wears in the animated series. Yeah,
he's like a tank.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it looks so good though. It's fantastic armour.
And then, in conclusion, a love letter to a line of DC Collectibles figures that a lot of us absolutely loved, and is the Icons line. And you even threw in the background dial that's thrown with the Superman figure, and I haven't seen this often enough, so it was nice to see this.
Yeah, I love the background that set comes with, and I feel like that set was an Easter egg as to what we could have got. There's so much more they could have done. Really, there's a lot more they could have done with that line. I can still remember getting that ages and ages ago from I want to make sure I get the correct place that I brought it from. Star Action Figures I brought it from in the UK. Chat about a brilliant website, and can still remember getting it and being blown away about how amazing it was. That was one of my first ever buys when I started collecting. Sort of started toy photography, I should say. Amazing set, and one of the best Lex Luthor figures I think we're ever going to see in the armor. Black Adam figure, Doomsday, Superboy. I mean, how often are you ever going to see all these characters together in the same?
And especially that Superboy is It's rare and pricey if you want to get that pack.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And
there's a reason.
Doomsday, epic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can't get more comic accurate and cool and articulated than that.
Yeah.
It's like a mini statue.
It is. Yeah, no, honestly, it is. It's amazing.
Now, when I think of pictures on toy photography, and when I think of stuff that I like to see, different perspectives and something new, I absolutely love this shot. I'm so glad it's just so good. I mean, even though it's a screen back there, the way you took the picture, it blends in perfectly and just looks natural. And it's just it's one of those classic Batman looks and like scenes that you see in movies, and even back to Batman '89. And it's just I just love that we get to see it. It's a cool perspective, great photo. You actually feel a little bit of a chill, like, oh crap, if you're afraid of heights, you might get a little dizzy. But I love this picture. I had to shout it out.
Thank you.
Thanks,
man. Yeah, that's super kind of you. Yeah, really appreciate that because it's something different, like you say. Yeah,
and then
appreciate that.
We talked a little bit about the water, and this is cool. This looks like it's straight up a screenshot from the video game. This one, Riddler.
Yeah, still shot last week. Yeah,
I could have sworn looking at it first glance, oh, why is he posting a video? Oh, that's it's beautifully done.
Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you.
And then this is just majestic.
Oh, this was a tricky picture. So, behind Aquaman is a sheer drop into the water. Ooh. So it was really, and it was difficult to stand up because obviously the left leg, as you're looking at the screen, his right leg is actually a left leg calf on the right leg. Oh. So it doesn't move whatsoever, and it cannot move. It's literally stuck in the joint. I've heated it, done everything I possibly can to get to it. It doesn't budge. So it is one of them things. It's just going to have to not move. So I had to get his right leg his left leg to bend up and stand on a rock and then balance him. It took freaking ages to do it, but managed to get him to balance eventually. And I'm standing in probably sort of calf deep water.
In shorts or in waders?
No, I just wore wellies.
Oh, nice.
Standing in the water, that was good fun. I love going to Knipersley. It's such a beautiful place to go and take pictures, not just for the waterfall, but for the woodlands. It's got like an arboretum there, and it's a place called Gorton's Well you can go to, and Gorton Stone, beautiful place, and it's got so many cool areas to explore. It's got like a warden's tower there, which looks like a nice castle, and so many cool places to still take pictures of, which I'm going to hopefully be doing soon, even though it's winter. I love still going out in this kind of weather. It's brilliant.
Even just like for people that are ever questioning even getting these figures, you did a really good job on showing the amount of detail that is in the sculpt of just his chest and the abs and all that with the way the lighting is. And that just, again, goes to show there's just no better lighting than natural light. It just looks like money.
Agreed, yeah. Natural light's just absolutely perfect. I had natural light and then a little bit of coming from the right-hand side of the screen with my own portable light.
You brought a light too?
I took one of these things with me.
Nice.
Fantastic. The charge in these things is a joke. I've literally got one light in the backdrop right now in this. The charge on them is a joke, man. It lasts for ages. I swear you could leave them on all day and it just wouldn't die. Fantastic.
I might have to ask for one of those for Christmas coming up.
Yeah, they're honestly brilliant lights. They really are, yeah.
You're a brave man, too, taking that in the water.
Well, at worst, I'll lose 20 quid if it falls in. And yes, it's worth the hit, yeah. But I love that figure. I did a picture of him and Mira standing on there as well, and I didn't upload that though. It didn't look great, but I felt the solo one was a little bit better.
Well, what can we expect for this weekend, Scotty?
Okay, so this weekend we are going to be doing a day off theme, and that's not for us. That's for the figures we'll be taking pictures of. We're not going to be taking any days off at all.
Good.
Yeah, we'll be doing lots of pictures.
Oh man, my camera's not turning around.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, so it's gonna be a fun weekend, I think. And now it's my turn to talk to you about some of your stuff that you've been doing this week.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so
if only I could show my face.
Okay. So here we go. So we're going to begin straight away with a picture that I definitely wanted to ask you about, and that I was also hoping that you do. You did, and it's the Joker slamming his head on the glass there. That fantastic picture.
I'm glad you like it.
Right. It shows off that head sculpt really, really nicely. The jacket as well looks great.
And I mean, it's my pride and joy is that sculpted wig of his, because it took forever, the longest time I ever sat and did something. So I knew it was going to be under scrutiny and looked up close because of the pictures I wanted to do. So I'm glad it looks all right. I'm especially glad that you think it looks all right.
Yeah, I do really enjoy that one. Fantastic. And another Joker picture that you've done this week as well.
That was a little bit of a cheat. Little bit of a cheat, because the hair I sculpted, but I photoshopped the green into it.
Oh, okay.
Just because I did not have a hair dryer on me, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make this work. But the actual setup of all the people in the background was torture.
I can imagine, yeah.
It fell at least 4 times. Like heads were popping off because I had certain heads on different things. It's like
it looks really nice. I love the detail at the side and the backdrop there. It just looks brilliant. Did you use a bit of atmosphere aerosol in that as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can tell. It looks great.
I'm glad that you can, because even looking at it for me at first, I'm like, I hope people are able to pick it up.
You see, like in these sort of areas here, you see that.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Very, very accurate to the movie. And talking of aerosol, I'm suspecting you use it in this picture. Joe, this reminds me of the Justice League animated episode when Batman chases Hawkgirl into the Egyptian Thanagarian tomb. It reminds me of that quite a lot. It looks really nice.
Yeah, and that one, I made sure I used actual candlelight to make it was accurate to the accessories holding.
Yeah, so, it looks really nice. Yeah,
I just feel like I haven't used that figure in a while. I finally found that flame torch because I thought I lost it, and I was like, all right, let's make this happen.
It looks really good, man. How's that multiverse figure? Because it's one I've been thinking of picking up, really seriously considering it.
If you can find it at least price or for less, I would definitely get it. It's really good figure. All the knives on his left side of his belt actually come out, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's got all the new updated articulation, so he's got all the pivot and all that. The only thing that sucks is the cape does not allow the arms to go up all the way, but other than that, it's a really cool figure and it's a really cool style, and I'm sure they're not going to be making it anytime soon.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And there is an alternative angle of the Joker.
Yes.
In the phone box. It's a fantastic shot as well.
I had to cut off that phone from the Batcave.
Oh.
Sacrifices were made.
I can imagine that was torture.
Well, you know what? It's just plastic. It's just things.
Oh, brilliant. Where's this picture disappeared to? Where's it? There it is. It's the last one. I really enjoyed this one. So, obviously, people who watch BTAS, they're going to know exactly about things such as accuracy. You know, you've got to make sure you capture the character very well. And I feel like Scarface and the ventriloquist are very they're very kind of mob boss, sort of traditional style villains with the quirk of having obviously the Scarface with him. And I feel like that shot captures it really, really well. It's got that sort of 90s warehouse hideout feel to it, which is what I really, really enjoy about it.
That just reassures me. That gives me faith that at least when I'm doing a picture and you're putting thought into it, that people pick up on it and they They actually enjoy it, so that means a lot. It means a lot.
Yeah, well, 643 people agree with me, so yeah, it looks
good.
Fantastic,
About time. The algorithm's been sucking lately, and
just a bit.
Before we start getting into too much of that stuff, let's. I'm gonna stop this part of the recording and then get back so we can actually see my face.
Yes, that would be brilliant.
Okay, so let's stop this recording now, and we'll see you in a blink of an eye.